Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second game of the evening, where we have Team Vivid Gaming going up against Team VengeanceGG. The draft is already underway in Bastet. Savannah's going to be the ban out so far.
Along with Bologna not far behind. What do you think of Bologna still? You think she's still OP?
Well, honestly, I don't think she's that great because her teamfight presence, it could be good if you have enemies standing in your ultimate and fighting in it, but the thing is nobody ever does that because, you know,
because they're not
it's a really
stupid.
bad idea. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Bologna essentially has no teamfight presence.
For sure.
Maybe with... So, what Bologna does is just stick onto your AD carry and you can't really do much about it because you can just disarm it. Bologna can just disarm your ADC, but the thing is that can be dealt with beads, and you don't have to focus her because she doesn't output too much damage. Athena's gonna get picked up, and in response, Shibalanke, it looks like Humbats is getting hovered, and indeed Humbats is gonna get picked up here. Serket insta-lock from the boys on blue.
Ooh.
Wow.
Athena Serket already locked in. This is getting a little scary.
And Poseidon is gonna get hovered. I really like this Poseidon pick because Poseidon is one of the few counters to Serket. If you drop a whirlpool onto her, she can't really do much. So that's why they're picking it up to prevent the enemy from having it. And Geb is gonna be the pickup. And once again, we see this problem in dual lane where boys on red don't really have that great of a dual lane. So if Team Vivid Gaming picks a really aggressive support up, or rather an AD carry up like an Onher, but unfortunately Onher's banned, but like a Rama, then this dual lane is gonna fall really. This dual lane for Team VengeanceGG is gonna fall apart really soon, like we've seen in the last game.
Yeah, I already love Vivid Gaming's comp. I mean, VengeanceGG has good picks individually, but I don't think their comp goes against Vivid that well. Just because of that early game loss, they're going to lose so much. Shibalanke is going to take a long time to get online. Hunbots is probably the best jungle in the game, though. I like that. You can play him. You can have him wherever. And you can also solo him if they need be. So picking him up in the first 3 picks is a great pick. Giannis, I like this pick. Granted, it's hard against Poseidon because he can cripple you before you can portal, but that doesn't happen that often. And Giannis is going to be able to help them really get that rotation online, really help them get to fights a lot better, and that you can just kind of launch that ultimate whenever you want to. It's got a pretty low cooldown, and you can just keep launching it over to dual lane to kind of keep aggressing them. But they're really going to need to shut down Ram Athena lane because that will be a very, very big problem. Their clear is very good. Geb Shibalanke, as we saw last game, is very terrible. And this is even better clear than last game. Vivid Gaming has way better clear than the last game even had. So dual lane's going to go to Vivid Gaming, at least in the laning phase. Mid, Giannis can clear decently, but Poseidon's got way better clear, so he's going to get out pushed a little bit as well, if not die early. He needs to watch out and not let Poseidon get to 5 before him, and if he does, he needs to sit back under tower and wait, because he will go down fast by that. Hercules. Now, what do you think about this Hercules pick into Vivid's comp?
Well, Hercules versus Tyr, that's a very even matchup in the solo.
Yeah, that's boring life right there.
But Hercules is gonna have an advantage over Tyr in the.
But bring him back, solo back.
Out.
Yes.
It might be a support solo back actually. It might be a support solo back.
I doubt it, but it could be.
Mean,
it's Auxilia, so I mean.
No, not even that. But we've seen Geb can do
solo
well in solo.
It's just
Tyr.
I don't think it's as effective as the Sobek.
No, it's not
would
as
be.
effective.
So we're probably gonna see Geb go into the support role here. Probably a solo back. Hashtag solo back. I'm pretty sure there. Now, I still like Vivid Gaming's comp a little bit better. Do you think picking up Hercules would have been a better call than Sobek, though?
Yes, I think so. Because you can run Hercules in the solo lane, but then again, you'll have Geb in the... Or sorry, you can run Hercules in the dual lane, but the thing is, you'll have Geb in the solo lane, which is a problem. But the thing is, their AD carry lane is what I'm worried about. Team VengeanceGG has a terrible and I mean terrible dual lane. So that's gonna be the bane of their, or it's gonna be their downfall if they do lose this game, most likely. So I mean, if they can stall enough, they do have the better late game because they have the better late game team fight, and also Janice can burst down people, one-shot people, really effectively with the stable vortex. But they have to get there, and that is their biggest problem.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a huge uphill battle, especially the first 15 minutes are going to be a big struggle for them. They cannot, like we saw last game, they cannot die a bunch early. They have to play passive, even if that means they lose a little bit more gold in lane, a little bit more XP. That's better than giving up the kill, though. It's still, they have to be, you can only do that so much, though. You know, you can only give up so much and still expect to come back. So it's going to be really, really hard for them to even attempt to stay in this game for a little bit. And that's the problem with Season 2 right now, is it's so snowbally that if you just need to pick early game gods, and you can win for the most part if your team is intelligent at all. So I think that Serket could be the problem for Vengeance. Or for Vivid, excuse me. Vivid, that could be the problem. If Serket's not carrying, or at least there and getting a lot of good farm, Serket will be irrelevant. Then it's going to kind of be a nice 4v5. But I still don't think it's going to be that big of a deal because I don't think Sobek's a threat, really. His ult is going to do a ton of damage. But he's not really...
It's not a threat to Serket.
Right, no, definitely not. But as Serket...
Right.
And Serket can kill him, though, because she does % damage. You know,
well,
so...
the problem is they don't have any lockdown for Serket. That's the biggest problem for
And
Vengeance.
that's the thing you need against Serket. Serket is like the most mobile there is, and it's ridiculous how like she can just get in and out all the time within, you know, but so can Giannis. I mean, Giannis is going to be there, but Giannis isn't really that bursty till he's close to full build. He can burst you down quite a bit, but I see a lot of Giannis's build cooldown too. What's up with that? Stop it.
Well, if you want to build cooldown, it just means that you want to gank lanes. So,
then you better be doing it.
Of the gang?
You know,
right.
But I don't see it enough. You know, I see a lot of Giannis's build cooldown and then sit in lane and just kind of farm. You need.
You can also pressure the enemy mid laner and the jungler because you're constantly going to be spamming out the portals and the vortexes.
Right.
So that's
I just think they're going to need Giannis to build damage though because of how much they don't have. You know, how much damage and how much burst damage they just don't have compared to Vivid. And that's going to be just prove to be very difficult for them.
Well, we're getting into the game right now. There will not be any break. We will just go instantly. So on Team Blue, we have Team Vivid Gaming, and on Team Red, we have Team VengeanceGG. So I'm going to introduce the boys on Blue, and my buddy here is going to introduce the boys on Red. So here we go. On Team Vivid Gaming, we got Vikes on the solo tier. Wheels on the Rama 80 carry. Varania, I'm going to be playing the Serket, taking her into the jungle. Mort, Bicklin, going to be playing the Athena support. And My Name Owns is going to be taking the Poseidon into the mid lane.
Got a shout out to My Name Owns on my friends list there. I think we met and ranked. Love that guy, I think. I haven't played with him in a while. On the red side, we have VengeanceGG. Iron Mango going to be taking Shibalanke into the ADC role. Auxilia going to be solo Beck, as we see there right now. Between the lines, going to be Giannis in the mid lane. Schwimity. Schwimity, that's a great name. Schwimity going to be Geb in the support role right there, crushing a huge rock in his hand, which is kind of like suicide. That's kind of weird. Audacity as Hunbots in the jungle. Nice diamond Hunbots there. Best jungle in the game right now, in my opinion. So.
Well, there's Thor.
Thor, yeah. Thor is very, very good, but Hunbots though. But
Hunbots is really good, and Hunbots is going to be the only person that can effectively lock down Serket with a reliable stun in the Fear No Evil. Everybody else's form of CC on Team VengeanceGG is not that reliable.
Take a look at that right lane. Look at Vivid Gaming gonna deny Solo Beck that blue buff. How bad do you think that's gonna hurt him?
Oh, that's gonna hurt him a lot because It's gonna hurt any solo laner a lot to be denied your blue buff, especially Sobek, because he doesn't have access to a blue stone pendant. In fact, he chose to go for Mark of Vanguard, so his clear is gonna be crap once he runs out of mana.
He's gonna be
He's just
gone.
Gonna be...
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And especially against a tier with pretty good clear. Well, tier's clear for the first few levels are kind of bad, but the thing is, as he gets more levels, then his clear is going to be ridiculous compared to the Sobek. So tier is going to have an advantage in this lane regardless. Auxiliary needs to be careful here. He doesn't want to use his mana too liberally because he doesn't have the mana. But look at what VengeanceGG is doing. They are going to counter jungle as they take
They need
or
to be
attempt
careful.
to take. They do.
Auxilia might be getting in a bad position here. We see some of that. Serket gonna get a nice chug there. Audacity getting a huge chunk of damage down, but Tyr is just not able to do a whole lot right now since he's only level 2. He can't even switch stances, so that's a little rough for him. Take a look at that left lane, push all the way up, exactly like we said. Geb and they don't have any clears, so they're just gonna keep getting shoved, and that's gonna prove difficult for these mid camps. We cannot see Schwimity can't take too much damage, so he can actually contest these mid camps. At least try and get them. But right now they're getting a lot of nice poke on Iron Mango, who turns around and tries to poke him a little bit back at the same time, but not really successfully. Vayek's getting a little poke right now. We see that Audacity's kind of going in, but he's wasting a lot of time in that right lane. I'd like to see him abusing somebody else, because little does he know that he should know that speed buff is up. But he might be going for My Name Owns right now. My Name Owns might be in a little trouble. Not quite 5 yet, and the Whirlpool's down. Nice portal there by Giannis, but he's gonna get out just barely. Yeah, it's not enough right now. But Athena in a maybe bad position. 3v1 right now. Nice taunt there, and she's going for it. No cares right now. Mort Bicklin just going right at it. Serket finally getting her speed buff as well. Veranium having not been able to get it because they went and got that blue early on. My Name Owns still not level 5 at 2.5 minutes in here. This is going to be some trouble when mid camps come up if he doesn't hit it. Should hit it off this wave, and then he does. There's the Kraken up, ready to go, but we don't see Serket with the ult as well. That would have been nice if he had held that wave and possibly got Veranium that XP as well.
Well, Serket's ult's not going to help My Name Owns all that much because you don't want to push people out of your Kraken. I mean, you don't want to
if you're communicating well, you can do that
perfectly.
perfectly. But and especially against Giannis, ooh, that'd be dirty. You could easily destroy him with that if you were smart about it. But sometimes that doesn't always happen. And now we see Giannis with the ult as well, ready to go. Audacity's still not quite there, and Audacity really needs to get Hoonbots up there. It takes him a bit to get going, and he needs that ult in order to be able to get a kill. It's really hard to get a kill with Hoonbots without that ult.
I'm surprised that Vivid isn't looking for fights right now. Poseidon just got level 5. Audacity's still not level 5 yet, so they should be looking for a Serket combo into a Kraken. But this might be the first fight. That is a really nice portal preventing the Kraken from coming out, and Shumity would have been dead there. But it looks like Mort Bicklin is gonna die here. No, not really. Kraken is gonna come out, but it does a lot of damage. Not enough, however. Jansel is gonna get forced out. But you know what? Audacity might have died there had cripple hit him, but he was able to jump out right before the thing lands. But the thing is, Feral Evil is going to come out, perhaps focusing a wrong target here. My Name Owns also got caught into that. And
yeah, he should have been. Poseidon should be down right now. Easily. He only has 100 health left, and that's after healing some. He definitely should have been the target. We saw Audacity go onto Mort Bicklin. Mort Bicklin's Athena is a little bit tankier than a Poseidon, and not necessarily the right call to go on right there. Let's take a look at the right lane right now. Vayek's actually not doing as well as we had hoped in the solo lane, especially against the Sobek with no blue buff early on like that. He actually is ahead of him in levels, and he seems to be out clearing him a little bit as well. I think that's because of the time that was wasted in the jungle there. As you know, earlier, a little bit too much was going on when he should have been farming, or at least trying to, either not, pick a fight and do it, or don't. And get in and get out. You can't, especially early game like that, you cannot be losing that much XP and gold because of just sitting around in the jungle potentially fighting something.
Well, Vike's is playing too scared in this lane. He has the mana advantage, and he should recognize that. Auxilia doesn't have enough mana to push him in a tower, but perhaps he got pushed into tower at one point, which is how he lost a lot of his health, but he should be able to regain that, even though Sobek has healing reduction, and perhaps he's gonna push back the lane here. There might be some engagement. Audacity is here, but so is Varanium. Both junglers hovering in the right lane. Maybe just looking to steal the blue buff because it is up for the red team. And well, Poseidon is also going to rotate. It looks like nope, he's gonna go back, and Audacity is going to not want to give away this buff because Auxilia really needs this buff if he wants to stay in lane anytime from now, because Tira is gonna start snowballing this lane if Auxilia doesn't start doing something about it.
Yeah, they need to do something in that right lane. There's a lot of maybe missed calls or just scared. Either need to go in or don't, but look at My Name Owns right now. He's looking to get the nice Kraken off potentially here on Iron Mango. Iron Mango is just trying to get out as much as possible. There's the Kraken, not able to take him down. The Geb shield comes out. Rom is up in the air. Let's see who he can hit. He does not get him quite yet. He doesn't see him in the back lines right there. He is in the woods, in the jungle. He could not see him.
Look at the right lane. Vyx is going to die here. Vyx is going to get taken down by a smack from Audacity, and that is not what you want if you are Team Vivid. They don't have any kills on the board so far, but then again, this game's been really passive. First blood just occurred barely a minute ago, and well, Vivid Gaming's not too far ahead if we take a look at the graphs. 1,000 experience, 500 gold, 6 minutes and 38 seconds into the game. That is not insurmountable by any means.
Right now, Varanium.
Athena is going to get ulted, or is going to alter Varanium. Varanium needs to be really careful. He is going to be able to burst down Audacity before he dies, and in fact, it looks like he's going to make it out alive. Strimity and between the lines,
going for it.
Really
so aggressive. I love it. That's how you play Athena right there. Everyone take note of that. Aggressive, aggressive. Turned that fight around. Varanium was in some trouble right there, and instantly Mort Bicklin saw that and ulted right over, giving that damage mitigation on the way down as well. That's really nice of Mort to do that, and then ended up turning that fight around for him. So that was a good call. Varanium needs that farm, especially because starting to get a little bit behind Hun Bots. Not really an XP anymore, though. I mean, but
yeah, there's going to be engagement in the left jungle. It looks like Vivid is going to steal the blue buff or the purple buff. Fear No Evil gets wasted, but Wheels might still die here. One smack, one crit from Audacity is going to die. Shivalaki ultimate is going to come out. Janus ultimate is also going to come out. Mort Bicklin is in some trouble, but he is Athena. He can tank a lot, but not for too long. So Audacity gets a double kill. My Name Owns really needs to be careful. Janus speed up is gonna come out, and My Name Owns is gonna get slow. Kraken comes out, doesn't hit anybody. Hits Audacity in the center between the lines, is gonna get that pick, and Varanium needs to be really careful here. It looks like Goldfear is gonna get started by VengeanceGG, and VengeanceGG is gonna take a commanding lead after this. So it's gonna be up to Varanium if he can steal the Goldfear, but Athena is gonna ulti onto him. They don't want to give this up. They should not give this up. It's gonna get hogged by VengeanceGG. It looks like Varanium is going to die. Mort Bicklin needs to be really careful. Auxilia is gonna miss the dash into the pole, but Mort Bicklin is still gonna get chased down. Don't give up on the chase, but Mort Bicklin wants to go back in. This is really aggressive from him. He can get destroyed if he gets pulled right here, but Auxilia is not gonna go for it. In fact, he's gonna go for Wheels, but Wheels is not gonna get pulled because Auxilia misses the pull, and that's gonna be the disengage. VengeanceGG taking a commanding lead off of that.
Yeah, XP difference is 3,000 and almost the same in gold as well. At just under 10 minutes, not a huge lead, but a nice little pad for sure that Vengeance needs to keep aggressing on, especially because they're the more late game team than Vivid. I want to see them really, really abuse this and start to get going. Iron Mango's doing a great job of keeping that farm up and keeping going, especially when got outpushed so hard in that early game. We see Iron Mango's still doing decent in farm, getting those stacks online, really trying to keep going and just sit there and farm. In the meantime, you know, everyone else is kind of cleaning up, and that's exactly what you hope to see, especially when you're someone who just needs that farm and needs to not. You can't rotate that much when you're an Iron Mango in Iron Mango's position as Shibalanki. You know, it's just so hard to do that. But Giannis might be in a little bad position right there. The Whirlpool comes out, not quite able to make anything happen there. Serket missing one of the poisons there, but just has to get out as well. Fear No Evil coming out over the left side. Morton Bicklin getting aggressed on right now. Missing a few autos there, though. Audacity needs to be careful. Getting taunted under tower. Way too aggressive. It is going to go down to that tower. Morton Bicklin getting a kill onto Audacity. Audacity may overstayed his welcome. Way too much.
Well, that was a 2-for-1 in favor of Team Vengeance GG. Giannis actually got a kill in the middle of all that onto Poseidon, it looks like, and Poseidon didn't even have a chance to Kraken. So really well done by Team Vengeance GG, chain stunning and bursting him down. Look at the right tower; it's gonna fall if Auxilia doesn't get any help, because that thing, you just need to sneeze on that thing and the thing's dead. So Vix is probably just going to push the wave. It looks like we have a pause coming out from Mort Bicklin, solving some problems perhaps.
Yeah, it sounds like
time to look at the graphs.
Sounds like we have some lag coming out on My Name Owns. My Name Owns is getting a little bit too much lag right now, so they're trying to figure that out. But yeah, in the meantime, take a look at those graphs. Almost 4K XP ahead right now, VengeanceGG, and 3K gold up. Now, what do you say that they should do in order to keep this lead? I mean, who should they be focusing? What should they be trying to go after?
They should be focusing the Circuit, getting her out of the fight as soon as possible, because you don't want her running around using her first ability on you, because that thing hurts a lot. And also, you don't want her to become be a nuisance in these team fights. But the second target that should be focused is probably Poseidon. You want to kill him as soon as possible before he gets the Kraken out, but that's going to be a tall order because VengeanceGG doesn't really have that great of a CC chain. I mean, they have Fear No Evil, which is great and all, but the thing is, Poseidon just gets beads, and that thing's not going to CC him for too long, so they're kind of lacking in that department. But if they can burst down Poseidon before the Kraken comes out, then that's going to be huge. But they need to keep Veranium in check, and that's what they've been doing up until this point. We see that Veranium is still level 10, same level as Audacity, but he's down 600 gold, well 700 gold. So Veranium's been shut down pretty effectively so far.
Yeah, Veranium needs, and that's what I was saying. Earlier in picks and bans, Circuit is really risky. You either are usually carrying the game with her, or you're behind. And Veranium right now is showing to be a little bit behind because of that. But he was ahead. He actually was ahead till Audacity got that double kill in left lane, and that is what put Audacity ahead a little bit. But Veranium's sitting at level 10 as well. Not too far behind, but definitely not anywhere near Audacity when Audacity has almost Jotuns online as well. And it looks like we are going to come back into the game now as well. Just 10.5 minutes into this game, Vivid Gaming against VengeanceGG. Veranium picking up another kill. As we say, Veranium needs to get going a little bit. He definitely took that advice and went for it and got a nice little kill there. Right tower is going to go down in favor of Vivid Gaming. VengeanceGG getting their first tower taken in the game. Now, they are ahead a little bit, but that took them down a nice little chunk with that kill and that tower. Also, that opens up tier to rotate a little bit more. So Vix is going to be hopefully showing his face a little bit more in some of these fights. And as I say that, look at the mid lane.
Well, they're not gonna find anybody.
No.
Janus is a really hard target to kill because he's really mobile, but Mort Bicklin wants it, and well, Between the Lines is just gonna portal out, and that is why you don't want to gank you don't want to commit too hard to Janus, because
right, you gotta bait him out. Yeah, you gotta bait out some of his stuff. You gotta kind of halfway commit, see what he does, and then kind of
look at the left lane. It looks like there's gonna be a small engagement here, but Mort Bicklin and Wheels is just gonna back off. Iranium is gonna come in from the side, and perhaps they want to re-engage, but Iron Mango is relatively far ahead. Iron Mango is not gonna get bursted because he beats his out of the taunt, and Mort Bicklin still going in and going ham. Shormity is gonna get taunted. Veranium is gonna go in. Ultimate is gonna come out from Iron Mango. Vix gets a kill to Audacity in the mid lane. It looks like Auxilia makes
Auxilia just comes in and slapped him in the face. That was beautiful.
Well, Veranium is doing a lot of his health. He needs to be very careful. But Theo is gonna ulti onto him. Shormity is the one that needs to be careful now. He's gonna get ulti, and Shormity looks like he's gonna die, but that's after Veranium gets killed. But Veranium indeed is going to get that kill. Iron Mango needs to be really careful here. In fact, Iron Mango might take the spill if Rama has enough mana to ulti, but no, Rama is lacking in the mana department. Auxilia is going to come in and perhaps trying to stall this lane, make sure that Rama doesn't push his tower too heavily, because you don't want to be losing towers if you're VengeanceGG.
Yeah, nice rotation there from Auxilia, but needs to be kind of getting at that tower in the right lane as well. His tower is already gone, as we see Viox has taken that a little bit ago with the help of some others. Now just kind of sitting in the mid lane because of it. So that, like I said, that's opening up Viox to just roam around and really pressure this between the lines as Giannis. And that's rough for Giannis, because Giannis wants to be able to stay and use his abilities on some of the wave, not just hold the teleport for for escaping. But Gold Fury is going to come back up here. Let's I expect that to be the next point of contention again pretty soon, especially because of Viox's location. Look at, I mean, it's a huge grouping right now in mid lane. This is where the party's at. No one wants to go to solo lane.
And no one should go solo lane because there's no tower left, except maybe Auxilia. But Auxilia really needs to help out his team. Not too much though, because their team's really far ahead, but Auxilia still needs to get that tower because the wave's gonna get shoved. However, at this point in time, it's more important to get the fights going. And as I say fights, there's gonna be a Gold Fury engagement. It looks like Janice is gonna ulti, and that ulti hit My Name Owns and took him down to half health. So this is gonna be advantage going to VengeanceGG right off the start. And well, look at this. Vivid Gaming is just gonna back off and perhaps try to bait a fight, or sorry, VengeanceGG is going to bait a fight. Viridium is going to go in, but he needs to be really careful because he can get bursted down really quickly if he ever gets caught out by the portal and Unstable Vortex. More Bicklin is going to get zoned out by Auxilia. Auxilia needs to stay in front of more Bicklin, and while this Gold Fury is still not being committed too heavily by VengeanceGG, so perhaps Vivid Gaming still has a chance at this fight, but More Bicklin cannot die here. It looks like More Bicklin is going to die. He is indeed. VengeanceGG gets the kill with an auto attack. And while this Gold Fury looks to be free unless My Name Owns can do something about it, but My Name Owns goes back. You can't do that as a Gold Fury, especially when you're behind. Viox
And you have a Kraken up. You can't do
Viox
that.
is going to Lawbringer into that and gets bursted down by between the lines. That Janus ulti doing so much damage. You don't want to underestimate how much damage that thing does, because if you ever get hit by it, then well, you're pretty much screwed. But taking a massive lead is VengeanceGG. Looking at the graphs, 5,600 experience difference, 4,200 gold difference, and that's gonna be even bigger as his tower goes down. Varanium is gonna get an Athena on his back, but that Athena isn't gonna do too much. And well, Audacity is gonna get shielded. Varanium needs to be really careful using all of his escapes. And is he going to live? No, he's not gonna live. Between the lines gets the kill. Between the lines is unstoppable at this point. If we look at his statistics, he's 7-0-1, doing really well. Auxilia is gonna get pulled onto more Bicklin going into the ultimate form. That is the second time that any ultimate has been used in this engagement, because well, both teams wants to constantly fight. Look at Viox, he's in the back. Shiplocky ultimate is going to come out. Auxilia is really careful. Auxilia is going to make it out alive. This is the third time that Janus has used his ultimate in this engagement. Just a bloodbath all over the place.
That's insanity. Let's take a look at his build. Chronos Pendant, Shoes of Focus, and Obsidian Shot already. So not only does he have decent cooldowns, he's got a nice chunk of penetration in there as well. And this is exactly what we're talking about. If you're going to play cooldown Giannis, you have to play him exactly like he's doing. That ultimate's coming off cooldown, he's hitting 4 pretty much instantly, and I love it. That is exactly what he needs for his team right now. VengeanceGG had the worst comp, in both of our opinions, coming into this fight, and they're proving to go over that disadvantage and have really gotten a nice lead and are really headed towards that late game advantage as well. Serket just not doing enough right now. 3-3, still doing a decent amount and getting some kills, but really just not as potent as we saw the Serket be last game. My Name Owns 0-4 right now. That's a lot of their damage as well. So that's really where this big gap is for Vivid Gaming right now. Just not really in any of those fights, getting bursted down before he can even really Kraken some of the times, and that's a huge problem. You should never die if you have Kraken up. You at least got to try and throw it down and dump the damage. You might as well, because you might set something up for your friends or the rest of your teams to finish something. Iron Mangle maybe a little bit of trouble in the left lane, gets taunted, is forced to use ultimate and just run away, but that speed buff with that ult is huge.
Oh, but support is going to come out. Wheels is in some trouble. Wheels is going to get destroyed in terms of his health, but that portal's not gonna land on him as his leads is still there. Wheels is gonna take this guy before he loses all of his health from the Janus, and this is gonna be an engagement in the left jungle. Wheels is still in the back, but look at Janus. Janus is getting chased down, but look at Varanium. Varanium is just taking down Iron Mango, but Iron Mango is gonna get the kill in exchange 1-for-1 so far, but this teamfight's looking really good. Auxilia is gonna get the kill onto Wheels anytime now. He is gonna get the kill indeed, and in the left jungle, Audacity looks like he's in some trouble, but My Name Knows goes down to between the lines, going ham on his Janus. This game, there's only 2 players left for Team Vivid Gaming. They gotta be really careful here. Vikes can still take a lot of damage, but thing is, everybody on VengeanceGG is low, and look at more Bicklin just going ham on everybody, but unfortunately, he doesn't really do that much damage. As a support, Vikes taking so much damage, but he half his health, more than half his health, and he is going to get pulled and destroyed by the Janus ultimate. That is the second time he's used his ultimate in this engagement, and that is the power of cooldown Janus. Your abilities are constantly off cooldown, and especially with a Obsidian Shard, then you're gonna snowball really hard, and Mort Bicklin needs to be really careful here.
Should just walk away from this
ham
tower.
this whole game, yes.
Should just go away.
But you know what? Mort Bicklin is going to get dodged.
Nowhere.
But Auxilia is gonna get the kill, so
Yeah.
if he goes down. That's essentially an unofficial deicide in favor of Team VengeanceGG.
Definitely. I really love the nice between the lines Kamehameha right into Vyex's face. Point blank, Giannis ults are so much fun. It's so great. That nice just charge up. I love it. Yeah, I just feel like Goku every time. But it's great. Now, I mean, he's been on point with those ults. He's been doing a lot of damage with those. Great unstable vortex. A lot of good excuse me. A lot of good portals as well. Just throwing those down and really disrupting a lot of these fights. 18-6. VengeanceGG has 3 times the amount of kills that Vivid Gaming has right now.
Well, Vivid Gaming has 6 kills, not terrible.
They're not doing terrible, but they're really far behind in terms of objectives as well. They only have 1 tower.
Also in terms of momentum, because VengeanceGG has the better late game.
Definitely.
The only character that falls off really hard would be Auxilia on the Soulbag, but Soulbag can still do a lot of damage, especially with the anti-heal. Not from this 3, that's going to prevent the healing. But look at Vyx. Vyx is in deep. Athena is going to come in. This is going to be a hard target to kill. Fear Weaver comes out, and this tier is dead to the right. But Mort Bicklin needs to be really careful here. Auxilia is going to go into the ultimate form. Mort Bicklin looks like he's going to die anytime soon. Iron Mango is going to get the kill. My Name owns everything. He gets completely shotgunned by between the
Once
lines.
again, the point blank ults are just gross. He is destroying with those. I love it.
Well, this might be a Fire Giant attempt. 20 minutes into the game. Looking for Varanium. Varanium is in deep.
Varanium was
Rock
trying
is
to be
getting killed.
sneaky.
This is going to be a Fire Giant attempt.
Yeah, Varanium was sitting there in stealth. I loved it. And we saw Geb just swim, and he just walked right up to him and was like, hi. What's going on? In the meantime, we see Auxilia decide, I'm not going to let you get tier 2 just because no one's fighting you and you don't want to not do anything. But Audacity going down to Varanium at this Fire Giant. Will we see Iron Mango go down as well? There's the ultimate. Cannot heal.
Varanium needs to fight for his life.
That
Iron
blink.
Mango needs to fight for his life. Iron Mango is going to go down, but so is Varanium. And in fact, Iron Mango got the kill before Varanium got it. But still, that I have to say that's a win for Team Vivid Gaming.
It is. 2 people down from Fire Giant now because of that.
Right. And more
one of
importantly,
them was,
it was Iron Mango.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one you want to kill, like with a prejudice, because that's a lot of their lane clear. Granted, they can still get it. I mean, but it's really hard. And Hoonbots and Iron Mango going down, that's a lot of their tower push. You know, they cannot do a whole lot without that. And I'm surprised no VengeanceGG isn't looking at Gold Fury right now. I mean, they could at least show up to it. They can't burn it as fast as they want to, but you got to think that Vivid Gaming might go for it right now, and it looks like they're thinking about it. They wanted to maybe just ward up. We see, look at Schwimity just deciding to let the Gold Fairy just attack him. Don't do that for too long, because there's no point in just taking that much damage for no reason when they're not going to go for it, especially when Audacity and Iron Mango both aren't there quite yet. Iron Mango just decided to go left lane.
This is a safe play. This is a safe play because they know that Vivid Gaming can't really take this fight. And look at Wheels. Wheels is in really deep, and he might be in some trouble here. He gets collapsed on by pretty much everybody on Team VengeanceGG. He's gonna be running really quickly. Fear Weaver comes down. That should secure the kill. Nope, the portal is gonna secure it, and Mort Bicklin once again is in really deep. That's been a reoccurring theme so far. 3 players left alive, or 4 players alive for Team Vivid Gaming. They're gonna be on the back foot if they choose to re-engage in this fight. But this is where VengeanceGG perhaps looks for a gold fury because they've already killed one of them, and they probably killed the most important person in Wheels because he is the AD carry, and that's who you want to be on the sidelines 22 minutes into the game.
This is getting ridiculous right now.
They're not even gonna go for the gold fury. They're just gonna bail down.
Which is smart. I mean, they can take down this tower, then backpedal. You know, if they want to. They don't have to. They don't have to go there, and that's exactly what they're going to do right now. Or maybe just go left lane. They might be just saying, call left, call left. We still have Fire Giant, and that's what they're doing. I love it. Schwimmity still has Fire Giant. Can take that tower easily while we see Iron Mango just shredding right through it. Might go down here pretty quick, but someone's teleporting over. Let's see who it is. We see Viex teleporting over.
He does not want to be in the middle of that.
No.
He does not want to be in there. Fino Evil comes out just to zone Wheels and more big lane. Look at Auxilia in the water right now. But so far, it's just going to be Viex that gets taken down by Team VengeanceGG. And you know what? They're starting to go for you right now after taking 2 towers.
This is starting to look really bad now. They're at that snowball point where I don't know if Vivid can come back. They're going to have to win a major fight in order to do that. But they're going to be on their heels and have to fight under Phoenix here pretty quick. And it's just 25 minutes in. Iron Mango still not full potential quite yet. Not even doing crits yet. Just doing lots of damage. You know, penetration, and that Executioner is online, so that is going to hurt pretty bad. Really, it's just between the lines, shredding right through these guys. Picked up a Book of Thoth as well after that Obsidian Shard. Good call there. You don't really need the stacks for that item, although they do help over time. You really just, it's a great pick because of the 100 power that comes straight from just the default tier 3 part of it. So, good pick there on him. We see Veranium looking to get Magi's Blessing as soon as possible, which is a great call, but Schwimmity can easily take down. That's the great part about Geb. He can take out Magi's Bubbles pretty easily. He just hits 2 and can take out pretty much your whole teams if you're close enough vicinity. Look at this grouping up right now. VengeanceGG wants to push up right lane and push it right down to that tower, probably taking a Phoenix as well. I like that they're all grouping up. They're all just sticking together. There's no point in being separated. And right now, Mort Bicklin in left lane, right, which is a safe call because it can ult over to the team, but kind of want to be there in even without just relying on the ult, because you could set up some fights. You could help or just save someone with a taunt without having, right now he has to ult over, land, and get there, and the team could be dead by the time that even happens.
Oh, Veranium is going to get plugged in, and more Bicklin is going to ulti on the Veranium. Veranium is going to get the hell out of there. Funeral Evil hits 3 players, and Viex is going to look to get taken down, but more Bicklin is going to be the first one to fall. Auxilia is going to be the second one to fall. Wheels is going to get a kill, and this is just chaos. Kraken came out, did a lot of damage to Schwimmity, and Schwimmity might take the spill here, but Veranium doesn't have the balls to go for it. So Vivid is going to lose a Phoenix. It's not terrible considering how far ahead VengeanceGG is. They got a kill for it. They got a kill into Auxilia, so that's not very important. What they want to do is either kill this Janus or kill this Shivalanke, because those are the highest priority targets at this point. And even the Humbats are still outputting a lot of damage, and more importantly, outputting a lot of CC. If we take a look at the items, Titan's Bane, Jotun's Wrath, Shifter's Shield, and building into crit, that's a lot of damage so far. Fire Giant is up, so Team VengeanceGG perhaps doesn't want to back right here. But then again, Mort Bicklin is going to be down with no ultimate, so he has to walk here if they want to contest. So this is going to be a standoff right now. Schwimmity needs to back. He is really low on health, and indeed he is going to back. And so is Iron Mango. But Vivid Gaming does not have the damage to take this Fire Giant. They don't have the Hog yet. And also, if they lose a fight here, then that is going to be game 100%. 100%.
Yeah, I think it's going to be game either way, unfortunately. But Fire Giant could be the saving grace of Vivid Gaming in this entire game. They're going to have to probably try and steal, though, instead of going in on their own. I don't think they're going to be able to wipe in order to take it, unfortunately, and that's going to be really hard for them, as we just see VengeanceGG just kind of looking around right now, waiting for someone to be out of place, waiting for a nice pick. Now would be the time for Vivid to try and get a pick or get a fight, because Auxilia is in the left lane, and I don't know if they're aware of that or not. But they should really make sure they're paying attention to who's where, because Vengeance is going to be fighting a 4v5 if they wanted to go for it, but everyone just kind of decides to back off, and I think Vivid Gaming is going to get way too separated right now as we see two of their big damage, Varanium and My Name Owens, in the left lane right now. That's really far away from this Fire Giant that's already being started by VengeanceGG.
Well, Vengeance Fire Giants at half health right now. Vix is gonna take the fall. Nope, Lawbringer is gonna get him out of there. It looks like Athena is gonna ulti onto Vix, but Vix is still gonna die, and Fire Giant is gonna get taken down by the red team. Dastly almost got hit by the Kraken. Iron Mango is gonna get killed to more Bicklin, and My Name Owens is getting chased down by the solo back, but Varanium is in the front. Varanium is really mobile right now, doesn't lose too much of his health, but My Name Owens is gonna get destroyed by Auxilia, whacked by the third ability of the solo back. And well, this is most likely game 3 players dead for Team Vivid Gaming, and VengeanceGG is just gonna barrel down mid, taking the Phoenix before the end. And well, this game is pretty much over.
Yeah, I don't see them coming back from this, especially when 3 of them are still down right now. Phoenixes are going to go down as the mid Phoenix goes down right away. Left Phoenix is going to go down pretty much instantly as well here, sitting at 50% health. They're just ignoring Vivid Gaming and they're just going right for it. That's all 3 Phoenixes down. They're going to have a lot of trouble right now. They're backing. Looks like they want to. They should just probably end, but playing a little safe. I mean, they could easily just just walk in and take it. They all have Fire Giant. They're all sitting pretty full health right now. They might as well just go take it, but they're playing it a little safe. Want to be smart about it. Don't want to end up throwing for no reason, which is, you know, respectful.
Yeah, and well, 3 Phoenixes down for Team Vivid Gaming. The right Phoenix is about to respawn, so they're gonna have to defend that thing. Their Titans at slightly more than half health and regenerating, so they have to defend at all costs. Give up Gold Furies. What's more important is that if Vivid or if VengeanceGG loses the fight at this point in time and they get decided convincingly, which I don't really see happening. But the thing is, if that ever happens, then Vivid Gaming can actually win the game off of that. However, they still do have to go through towers, and they can do that. What needs to happen is 5-man taunt into Fountain, pretty much.
Good luck with that. That's a really hard one to set up for sure. You don't see that too often.
Right. But that's what's gonna need to happen if VengeanceGG doesn't make mistakes. So yeah, but Vivid Gaming is pretty much on the ropes. If you take a look at the graphs, 20,000 experience, 18,000 gold, and damn, this is looking really bleak. And VengeanceGG is gonna barrel down the right lane. Look at where Mort Bicklin is. He is gonna get ulted, but not taking too much damage, just to prevent Vix from dying to that Janus shotgun burst. And well, the fight is gonna be on. My Name Owens is gonna get plugged. The beat is gonna come out from him. My Name Owens is gonna be the target of a Ram, taking so much damage. Audacity gets the kill onto My Name Owens with the baseball. Or rather the Sacred Monkey, and Fear No Evil comes out, taking so much damage. Is the Titan, indeed is gonna fall. VengeanceGG take the second game of the evening, and